House tour, which I'm just so excited about because it was about 2.5 years ago that we moved into this house and it's gone so quickly. So we've made quite a few changes around the house. Obviously this house that we're living in is a new build, so there wasn't kind of like tons of stuff that we actually needed to do, but we've done quite a bit of stuff in the garden and obviously just like decorating the house in general. So I thought it'd be really nice to kind of show the progress from when we first bought the house to now. So that's what we're going to do today. So I kind of just want to give you an update on everything in the house and just show you what it's looking like at the moment. I'm going to get my boyfriend Jasper to film me going around the house so you can see everything. So let's get started. We're starting off by the front door. The front door's literally there. So this first door that we come to is our downstairs little toilet area. And we kept this kind of like very basic and simple. We haven't done tons to it, but it's just a bit of green, kept the same like little 2 tiles there and put a mirror on the wall. So apart from that, nothing has really changed in here, but it's just so handy having a little downstairs toilet. I was kind of tempted to do like a big transformation of this toilet and to put like loads of different tiles and kind of like just really spruce it up. I saw this TikTok video of a girl that had a very similar toilet to us and she made it like all like green and gold and it looks so good. So I was kind of tempted to do that, but it would have been really expensive and it's just a basic downstairs toilet. So maybe something in the future that we could do, but for now I'm just super happy with it. It's just, it is what it is. So I will try and leave links to everything kind of in the description box, as many things as I can remember, but most of the prints from around the house are from Desenio, which is my absolute favourite. Plant we got from Garden Centre, literally down the road, and it's grown so much since we've been in here, and I'm so surprised I've actually been able to keep these plants alive, so Jasper should be proud of me. But we'll come out of here now, and then we're going to probably one of my favourite rooms of the house, which is our kitchen area. I just love how kind of like light and bright it is, and I love the grey and the white, like the white cabinetry and just the grey worktops. I just think works so well, and the flooring actually all of downstairs came with the house. We didn't actually get a choice when we moved in, but I would have picked something pretty much identical to this, so I was so happy with like the flooring and just how it all goes together. Not much has really changed in the kitchen at all, apart from the only thing we did do is get a dishwasher, because it is honestly life-changing. Like, it's such a first world problem, but washing your own dishes and like having it all over the sides, it just made the kitchen always look so messy. So when you can just sort of tuck it away in a dishwasher, it's just game-changing. The washing machine was here, which we then put over there. But yeah, apart from that, the kitchen is pretty much the same. This is probably one of my favourite areas that we've recently created. So it's just this kind of like coffee and smoothie station. We only did it a few months ago, but we got these shelves from B&Q and they weren't even, I think they were like £10 each probably. And just put them up on the walls, and I just love it. Like, it is so nice. And then we got this coffee machine in November, and I just feel like this looks so bougie, and we got it in the Black Friday sale, so it was a little bit cheaper, but just this whole section I'm obsessed with. So that is my little coffee and smoothie station. This fridge we bought obviously when we first moved in, and I love it. Like, the size of it for us is just so good. It just has so much space in it, and then it also has a freezer drawers, which just makes it so much easier. So if you don't have enough room for one of those like big American like freezer fridge style fridges, I love those, by the way. Like, I just hope one day I can have a house that I can just have one of those like big fridge freezers. This is actually a really good size. This is probably one of the bigger ones we saw when we bought it from Currys. I think it was Currys we bought it from. Yeah. And yeah, highly recommend this. It was a little bit more pricey than the other ones. I think it was like £600–700 from what I can remember.
No, it's like £500.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good then. So yeah, definitely recommend that one. And then the only other thing in the kitchen that I wanted to mention is our little understairs cupboard, which we've turned into a pantry kind of vibe. It is actually looking very messy at the moment, but
ain't too bad.
It's a little bit messy, but it just gives us so much storage space. Because to be fair, we do have quite a few cupboards, but it's surprising how much stuff we have. Like, even just like from pots and pans and plates and stuff, that just takes up so much room. So just having this little bit of extra storage space for all our food makes it so much easier, and it's also filled with literally so much Tupperware, so it's just a place to keep it all. On the wall here we have this cute coffee print which says time for coffee, and then like all the different coffees and all the different recipes, which I just think is such a cute addition to the kitchen. So going out of the kitchen, back into the hallway, and we're going to go into the living room, and we still have not got a light down here, and there are a few lights missing from our house, and I feel like I can't believe I haven't bought something to put here in the like 2.5 years we've lived here, but maybe one day. But we're gonna come out into the living room now, and I am just so happy with how this room has turned out. I went for a very grey theme, which I know is not everyone's favourite, but I just think it works out so well for us. So first thing we have here is the dining table with the chairs. This is all from Wayfair, and I am obsessed with it. I just love how it looks. With the mirror, which I can't really remember where it's from, but I will leave it linked in the description box. And then I've also got this bamboo style plant from Ikea, which I actually really like as well. This one's fake, so I don't need to keep that one alive. But yeah, overall I love this kind of like little dining table setup here. We then added some shelves onto the wall here, which I really liked when we first did, but I don't know what to put on them. Like, I've just got so much greenery and these plants seem to not be having a good time. They're like dying. That was quite damp actually, maybe I've watered it too much. But yeah, I'm not really sure I like what is actually on the shelves, so I feel like if I decorate them a little bit nicer, it would look a bit better, but yeah.
I think it looks good.
You think it looks good?
Yeah.
I feel like I've got a bit bored of it, but yeah, I actually love the shelves on the wall though, so that was a really good addition to the living room. And then coming over to the sofa area. So we got this sofa about 3 years ago, which was from our first flat that we rented. And so it's about like 3.5 years old now, 3 years old, and it is falling apart, so I would not recommend it at all. It only cost us like £300 or £400. I think it was from a website called Abacus Direct, if I can remember correctly. But yeah, would not recommend the sofa. I love the style of it and it is quite comfortable, but like you can see here, like the cushions are just really high and it's just kind of becoming, yeah, a little bit uncomfortable now. But overall, it's had a good 3 years. I can't bring myself to buy a new sofa. Like, they are so expensive. Like, the ones I was looking at were like £4 grand, like £5 grand. They were just ridiculous, and I don't think Jasper would let me buy
4 or 5
that.
grand?
Yeah,
Jesus
so
Christ.
expensive. Like the ones that I really like. So maybe an investment in the future, but for now we're just going to leave this sofa. But we definitely do need to get a new one. And then we've got some more Desenio prints on the wall. These again were from my old flat as well, and I am still obsessed with them. Like, I love them. And then our coffee table, we got this one from Wayfair, but I think you can also get it off Amazon, and it's kind of this like concrete style. I love it. Like, it is 100% my style to a T, and it also like rotates a little bit, which I just think is cool as well. So yeah, I love that. The lamp over here we got from Ikea. I just feel like it finishes the area really nice, although the bulb we've got in it is very orangey, and if I turn it on, it literally, like, if we sit inside, like if we sit in the living room in the dark and turn this on, it's like having the sun on, like it's that bright. Like, I don't know if you can see, but I do love these like orange looking bulbs.
It doesn't look, it looks nowhere near as bad on camera than it does in real life.
Yeah, so we don't actually use it as much as I thought we would, but I still really like the style of it. And then over here we have the TV and then this plant, which I actually got online from Patch Plants. I was a bit skeptical about buying plants online. Like, I quite like to see them in person. This one turned out really nice and it stayed alive, so can't complain. And then the only other thing that we were going to get for our living room was a cabinet, which we had such a like fiasco about. So we ordered a cabinet, waited like, I think it was like 6 months or something, like ridiculous.
It was originally 6 months.
Yeah, and then it came and it was damaged. So then we sent it back and got another one, and then that one was damaged, and I haven't been able to find a cabinet that I like as much as that one, so I haven't bought a cabinet for the living room. But that was going to go where Jasper is standing now, but instead we've just got my mirror from upstairs there for the moment. But that is pretty much everything in the living room, so yeah, I'm quite happy with how it's turned out. So now we're going to go into the garden, which I feel like has had the biggest transformation. We've done quite a lot with the garden. We decided to build some decking out here, and I'm just so happy with how it's all turned out. So originally we had grass this side, grass that side, and then a path down the middle, and then this like patio area here as well. But we decided to build a big decking area so we could have a nice seating area. And yeah, I'm just really happy with how it turned out. It took a lot of hard work, and then we've also got some electricity outside as well, so we've got the plugs at the top. But we built these planters from decking boards as well.
I built the planters, not you, not we.
I helped. I was the assistant on that. So this first planter, I added so many plants to it. I've got like a little rose bush.
It is chaos.
Some herbs. I've got some lilies, like just so much stuff. And my mum bought me a lot of stuff as well, and I think she's grown a lot of stuff as well that we've put in here. But it is so overgrown, like the ivy. I've tried to trim, but it just grows every single day. And then obviously we've got the rose bushes, which I love, but everything's just very overgrown. And then the worst part about this is that my mint has like gone everywhere, and mint literally spreads every single day, so we've just got random mint, so we need to just make...
What about the chive situation then? You can't overlook that.
Yeah, the chive situation is very...
They all just grow like so fast.
Yeah, it's very out of control, but the bees love it. Like every time I look at it, I mean there's no bees on it at the moment, but when I've looked at it, there's just so many bees getting like all the like stuff out of it.
But well, not them ones are dead.
Yeah, but I think they've killed them off, the bees.
I did see them in the those pink ones
yeah, they
on.
love it, so I don't really want to get rid of them because you've got to save the bees and all that. So, and then this plant we tried to do like a bamboo kind of tropical like garden style, but it's just really not serving, is it? It's just...
It started growing again, isn't it?
Started growing. Basically, everyone says that bamboo grows really quickly and spreads really quickly, so we just decided to buy one bamboo plant, thinking that very quickly it will fill the whole planter. But obviously this is nearly 2.5 years and it's just... It's grown, but...
Well, no, we haven't had the plant for 2.5 years, have we?
Yeah, true. That's about 1.5 years maybe.
Yeah, it's got to be in there for 1.5 years, I reckon.
Which is definitely grown. And then last summer, my mum planted some sunflowers in the end, and then for some reason, some more sunflowers have just grown this year, even though we pulled out the old plant.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
I thought it was a weed.
No, so sunflowers are growing again, which is pretty cool, I think. But yeah, we're still waiting on the bamboo to grow. Who knows what's going to happen? I feel like it does look a little bit... It's not my favourite at the moment, but...
It's just a bit bushy, innit?
Yeah. And then we got this seated area, which I ordered online from a place called White Stores, and I love it. It was so hard to find like a seating area that was like the L shape with an actual dining table rather than like a coffee table, because a lot of them came with just like coffee tables, but especially when I work outside, I want it like dining table height. So.
Nova in it, and mate.
Yeah, the make is Nova, and then we've also got like a matching kind of rectangular parasol. So this was quite pricey, but generally garden furniture is quite pricey. So this was about £1,200, I believe, and then I think the parasol was about £100 on top. So for like the whole set, like I think that's quite good for garden furniture, so I'll try and link that in the description.
Well, it's been good, hasn't it? Like it hasn't broke at all.
No,
it's been fine.
Exactly, like you can just leave it out in all weathers. We tend to like put it in the shed in the winter just to like help it not wear as much. But yeah, really happy. It's just so comfortable. Just modelling it over it. Also, because our garden is a south-facing garden, it gets the sun pretty much the whole day. So you can just sit out here, and then this is the last part of the garden that gets the sun. So we've actually like placed the garden furniture in a really good position. And then we've just got this nice grass area here as well, which Jasper's on grass cutting duty.
Yeah, it's my domain.
Exactly. And then coming down the side here, we basically had so much grass growing down the side, so it wasn't really growing, it was kind of like a bit dead.
It just literally died like straight away. It just don't get any light though, does it?
No. So we made this kind of like pebble garden that was a lot harder than we anticipated.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was just like, it just was a lot more expensive, and just, yeah, we had to like dig out, but then we kind of just like put these in. I'm happy with how it's turned out. So then we've also...
That's a professional job if I do say so myself.
I helped.
Yeah, but I mean like the little wooden design came together in the end.
It did in the end, and then we've just obviously got our bins here as well, so it's kind of like a bin storage area, and then we've got the gate down the side to the front of the house. So we've got some leftover decking stuff, which I'm not really sure what to do with. We've got this big beam, which I don't know if we're ever going to make use of, but...
Oh, well, I was going to build shelves in the shed, but never got around to it.
No, exactly. So we'll go and see down here next. So at the end of our garden, we've got this big looking shed, which everyone seemed to think was a shed when we first moved in.
That's a big shed.
It's a big shed, but I'll go show you out here. So then this is our big double carport for our cars, and I'm obsessed with this.
It's like a barn.
Yeah, like this really sold the house to us. And just having like 2 car parking spaces is so good. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. And I just think it looks so cool as well. Like this like design of it and just like the structure of it just looks really cool as well. And then here we've got our shed, which we built. Well, Jasper's dad basically pretty much built it for us. It's just so handy just to have a place where you can put like the lawnmower and all that stuff. And then we've got a little light in here as well. But yeah, it's actually a really decent size. Like, we can fit so much stuff in here, and then obviously we can also fit the garden furniture in here if we wanted to. So yeah, it's just such a handy place to keep everything. And then obviously, because we've now got electricity out here and everything, we've got a light up there as well, so we've got it lit in the carport, because the carport was actually really dark when we first moved in, especially if you like come back at night. So it's really nice to have like a light out here. And then obviously we were able to get the security cameras everywhere. So yeah, overall really happy with this carport and garden area. So we'll now go back inside and I will show you upstairs.
I'm just filming your ass right now.
So first thing to note when we come upstairs is the carpet. So we actually have to pay for this carpet when we first moved in, because our house didn't come with carpet, and it was probably the best carpet we ever chose because it stayed so fluffy and just so nice for like the past 2.5 years that we've been here. So yeah, really happy with how the carpet is staying. We can get these really nice like carpet lines in it as well, which I'm obsessed with. So coming into the bedroom, I kept the decor in this room quite simple and basic. I still love the white walls. Like, I got to a point where I wanted to like change the office room quite a lot because I was kind of getting bored of like the white. But I just think it keeps everything so nice and bright. So it would be nice to inject a little bit of colour at some point, but for now I am happy with it. So we've just got some more Desenio prints, and then we've just got a double bed. I would love like a king size bed or something like that at some point, but I just don't know how we would sort of like reconfigure the room to fit, because it fits perfectly with these bedside cabinets, which I also really love, which we got from Dunelm. And then coming over here, we've got a TV on the wall, which we've got plugs behind here, which is so easy, so we can kind of like tuck away all the wires, because I just hate wires just hanging everywhere. So love that this is just very like nice and neat. And then here we've got this cupboard, which is our wardrobe. Now this wasn't originally a wardrobe, it was just kind of like an empty cupboard, but we decided to kit it out as a wardrobe so we could kind of like save a bit of space. So what we did is put some shelves at the top, and then we've got 2 rails either side, so we can actually fit so many clothes in here. And Jasper's got this side, and then I've got the other side, which I feel like I'm just so proud of myself that I've been able
not
to
encouraged on my side.
Yeah, like I genuinely thought I was gonna need like half of your wardrobe as well, but
yeah, when we put it in there, I just thought, oh, I'm gonna get 1 rail.
Yeah, but we've kept to it, and it's been 2.5 years. So yeah, I'm actually not a big buyer of clothes though. Like, nah. I buy certain clothes and I literally just wear them to death. So, and then we just got this shoe rack, and then just put this little basic mirror, which I think was like £10 from, I think it was like the Range or somewhere. That we actually got it from. But yeah, it already came with a light in here, which is just handy as well. So I'm happy with how we kind of like maximise the space in this little room. The next place I'm going to show you is our bathroom. This is our kind of like main bathroom. I am obsessed with the tiles in here. This just made me so happy when I saw the tiles, because some of the houses around this area had quite an old-fashioned style. It's just basically like white tiles in their bathroom, whereas this one is just totally my style. So I was so happy it came with these tiles when we bought the house. But this is our bathroom, very basic, but it's just like obviously a shower bath, and then we've also got the toilet here, the sink. But yeah, not really much to it. It is just a bathroom, but I think it does look really nice and kind of like modern with the grey tiles. I was tempted to change all of like the shower, the taps and everything to black, kind of like matte, because I think that looks absolutely beautiful. So maybe we'll do that at some point, but I mean, like, no need to fix what's not broken really, so we're just going to keep it how it is at the moment. Let's go out of here now. So another thing that we did change when we moved into this house was the loft area. So there was no kind of like boards or anything up there, so Jasper literally spent like a day putting boards. Actually, to be fair, it didn't even take you a whole day, did it? 3
hours to do it.
Yeah, so just putting like loads of boards up there, so we have quite a lot of storage space in the loft now, because obviously it was actually surprising to me, which sounds so dumb, but like how big the loft was. Like, there is so much storage space in there. But the one thing with new builds is that you obviously can't put boards like straight on the, what's it called?
But you can't squash the insulation.
Yeah, you have to put like stilts and then the boards on top of the stilts. it's a bit complex, but Jasper did such a good job of that, so we're able to have like so much storage space up there, which really helps. So yeah, happy we did that because we had our boiler cupboard full of stuff, wasn't it? Then coming over here, so obviously this is a 2-bedroom house. So the other room we were tempted to kind of make it into like another spare bedroom or something, but because I work from home, we wanted to kind of like utilize that sort of space to like make a little home office and everything like that. So coming into this room now, we made it into kind of like an officey kind of area. So I have my desk here, and then Jasper has his desk here, which he kind of has his Xbox and everything on. So yeah, it's kind of like we've kind of used the space to how we sort of live. You could totally turn this into like a spare bedroom if you wanted to. So this desk is just from Ikea. It's just one of their like corner desks. It's absolutely massive. I've had it for a while now, and then obviously I've got my Alex drawers here as well, which gives me so much storage space. And then I've got some prints on the wall, and then these shelves here, which are absolutely horrendous. Like they are so bad. Like we got them from Ikea, which the ones from downstairs were from Ikea and they were really good, but these ones are just held on by like 2 screws, and they literally like, I don't know, they're just not very stable at all. So yeah, probably wouldn't recommend getting those from Ikea, but the ones that, the bigger ones are really good. I've kind of gone for like hints of pink in this room, so I've got a little bit of like pink in the prints, and then I went a bit out there, which I don't know if I regret it now. At the time I absolutely loved it, but Jasper told me like this isn't a good idea, like you don't want to be doing this. But I bought this very pink sofa, and it's velvet as well, so it's kind of like a very statement sofa, but it also turns into a sofa bed, which is really handy in case anyone wants to stay, but no one has ever stayed around the house. So we actually haven't needed to use it, and I don't think it would be very comfortable. Nah. Like it's not comfortable to sit on. It's very, it's not
like horrendous to sit on, but
it's just more like a statement piece. Like it's there just to look nice.
Yeah.
But because that is literally the only 2 pink things in the room, like I haven't really decorated this room as much as I would have liked to. Like we could definitely put some like something else on the wall here. But yeah, it's just kind of like a basic kind of officey room. And then Jasper's desk is also from Ikea. His chair is from Ikea as well. And then we've got 2 sets of Alex drawers, mini Alex drawers by the side. And then yeah, you've got your Xbox and monitor there. And then this is a little cabinet which is just full of stuff as well, which is from Ikea. And this plant, because it's upstairs, I always forget to water it. And
you can tell.
Yeah, I know. And I know my mum's just going to be like, oh, you need to be kinder to your plants. But I don't know, I just always forget about it, and I need to get a little pot for it as well, but it's just not having a good time, and I feel so bad that I'm killing it. This is probably the only room that we actually changed the light fixture to, but one thing we did notice when we put this light fixture up is that the builders didn't put it central in the room. So like,
oh yeah,
it looks good now, it's kind of like diagonal, but like there was so much more space this side, so it just looks a bit strange, and I don't really like light fixture anymore anyway, so probably need to change that. But overall, happy with this office room. I am tempted to make some changes, but for now, it does the job, you know. Just outside of the 2nd bedroom, we've got our boiler cupboard, which is just filled with random junk.
It's way better than it was.
Yeah, it's honestly way better than it was, but obviously this is our ladder to our loft. And then yeah, just random stuff in there, like our fan when I get really hot on our ironing board. So that is pretty much the whole house. So guys, that concludes the house tour. So I really hope you guys did enjoy seeing around our house, seeing how it's changed over the past 2.5 years. Obviously a house is never finished. There's always things that you can be doing and can be updated and everything like that. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if there's other things that you would do with the house. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, and if you have any kind of like inspiration that you want to share. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any other videos, and also give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, because it does really support my channel. And other than that, I shall see you guys very soon for another video. Bye!